him in 2010. Feingold, a Democrat, served 3 terms in the Senate. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
Banks are liquidating houses now. These houses have been closed, confiscated, or repossessed and ready to be sold. Homes may be sold for little or no money down. For a list of foreclosures, call 800-338-1351. All listeners whose last name begins with the letter A through N are allowed to start calling now. Listeners whose last name begins with O through Z can begin calling tomorrow 9 a.m. Every house must be sold. There's currently a large inventory of homes and properties available.
Even from your
Homes
mobile
may be
device.
sold for
There are
little
no
or
fees to
no
set
money
up the
down.
line, and you
I
pay
repeat,
nothing until
this
you
is a
take
public
the loan.
announcement.
Cabot
All
Trade
listeners whose
Trust
last
Brand
name
by Better
begins with the
Business
letter A
Bureau.
through
It's provided
N can
funds
start
to over
calling now.
50,000
Listeners whose
businesses
last
and
name
has been
begins
named
with
one of
O through
Forbes' top
Z
100
can begin
companies.
calling tomorrow 9 a.m. Call CRN's national toll-free hotline for your foreclosure list at 800-338-1351. That's 800-338-1351.
Welcome to Half Off at hotnewstalkradio.com. That's hotnewstalkradio.com. We are half off, and your phone call is welcome at 800-8949, 423-800-8949. If you have a question about any one of our products that we are about to sell for half off, we really need to get to it because we have a lot of stuff for sale here at half off, hotnewstalkradio.com. Once again, we'd like you to, if you're sitting at your desk at work and you normally minimize us and just listen to the audio, pop that up and go to Half Off Deals and you can check out what we have. Our special guest is Chrissy from Chrissy's Treasures.
Hello.
And she brought some great ditties along, didn't you?
I did. Quite a bit.
Some fantastic handmade items you'll be launching when? End of this week or
And
Monday?
the next week.
End of next week?
Yes.
Woo, we delayed it. But they still can find you on Facebook, can they not?
They can. Facebook. It's Chrissy's Treasures.
That's it?
Mhm.
Facebook, Chrissy's Treasures?
Mhm.
Well, that's easy enough.
Easy.
All right. Our first item for sale. This is from Automax. The fine folks at Automax, our vehicle partner. What a bunch of great people. They built this from scratch. They built this on their reputation. And it's real important, according to Louis, that we stress that everyone gets 100% satisfaction at Automax of Chattanooga. This is a what, Chrissy?
1999 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo.
Normally, this thing would go for about
$7,000.
$7,000, yeah.
Mhm.
And he's reducing the price to $3,500. It was reduced and reduced again. And then I said, well, let's cut it down to half. Let's do $3,500. Louis said, okay. All right. I want to show you how serious we are about moving some of these cars. These are pre-owned cars. Everyone is gone over. They look fantastic. They smell fantastic. They're not run-of-the-mill cars that you would see in these buy here, pay here lots, because he's not a buy here, pay here, but he will get you financed. He will get everyone financed if you walk on his lot at Automax. The Jeep Grand Cherokee is $3,500, and you can check that out at Automax. And if you have any questions, 800-89-49. Let's move down to our next item before we get to Chrissy's Treasures, and that would happen to be
Jet's Pizza. You can get $50 worth of pizza for $25.
well, that's not a bad deal.
No.
Now, these are not coupons. These are actually
Gift
gift certificates. And there's a difference. With a coupon, you have to spend so much money to get that deal. Do you not, Chrissy?
Right.
Okay. So now with what we're talking about, the gift certificate allows you to take advantage of $50 worth of food for $25. We just want to stress that. So the Jets Pizza certificate, $25 to you, you get $50 worth of certificates. And Jets Pizza, to me, it's the best.
Yes,
I don't know what to tell you.
Very good.
I was talking to Louis about it. He goes, well, that's because they're one of your clients. No, they're one of my clients because they are the best.
Mhm.
It's actually David Toulis's client. But, man, if you want a good pizza, and we're looking at one or two other restaurants that are comparable to Jets, but it's personal preference. And for me, Jets is right there on top, even though Jets is a franchise. And I was shocked because I never heard of Jets Pizza until I had one. And I'm thinking, this thing looks like a franchise. He goes, well, yeah, it is. But I'm like, these guys have got to be from like Philly or New Jersey, New York. He goes, no, I think Michigan.
Oh, wow.
So, but somewhere along the line, they got the recipe from the Northeast. I believe, at least it tastes like Philadelphia pizza. Next up is what?
A Coors Light that you can hang up in your bar, restaurant, and we're selling it for $125.
This is
a very
really
nice.
cool, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a Coors Light lighted, what would you call it?
I would call it a
Sign. Lighted sign.
A lighted sign.
Something you would see at a bar or restaurant when you walk in, Coors Light, and you see the mountains in the background. Official beer of NASCAR, the world's most refreshing beer. And that sign, brand new, 125, goes for about $2.50. Would be great to add to your den, or a nice piece if you have a little bar in your house, or if you have a bar or restaurant, and you know they're not giving you anything. That is your distributor. And that happens with some of the smaller bars. You know, they say, we can't afford it. They're very expensive to produce.
Yeah.
This gift card is very valuable, Chrissy. What is this?
This is a $50 gift card to Cell Surgeon, and it's going for $25.
What a great guy. What a great idea. And I met him over a year ago, probably a year and a half ago. I met him because I had a problem with my phone. I had a Samsung Note, and I couldn't keep it charged. And I was out of town. It was driving me crazy. I actually lost my phone for an entire day because I kept, you ever do that? You keep switching chargers?
Yes.
And you look and you go, this thing is not charging. What is going on? You just want to throw your phone through the window, and then you switch your other charger, and it's not charging. And then you wiggle it. And then what happens is when you keep wiggling it, that little device, that female adapter on the back of your phone or under your phone, that goes bad. And that's a bad deal. When that goes bad, real bad deal. So that has to be replaced. Typically, that's anywhere from $60 to $100 to replace. Still cheaper than your phone.
Yeah.
And he'll do it for you there at Cell Surgeon. Did it for me, and only took him like 15, 20 minutes. Took a day to order it. He has a lot of these in stock, but sometimes he has to order it. It'll take a day to come in. But then you're fixed, and for $60 or $50, whatever it costs, you don't have to go buy a new phone for several $100s. But it's not if, it's when this is going to happen to your phone.
Yeah.
Eventually,
it will happen.
It's going to happen. And you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're driving down the road and your phone's not charging, it's because it's not just your little female adapter. There is a miniature charging unit in there. And he just doesn't replace the adapter. There's other circuitry involved in it. And that's the problem. If the circuitry doesn't see an exact connection or an exact voltage or an amperage that it wants, it won't charge phone. And there's no need to throw your phone out or buy a new one if it's just one simple fix. Same thing if your phone's cracked. That's an easy fix for these guys. Don't try to do it yourself. Don't try to do it yourself. I'm a tech geek, okay? I can wire studios and do transmitters and stuff. I tried the phone thing. It's a whole different world. Even if you think you can do it, you're going to mess it up. You're going to try to save a couple of bucks, and you're going to ruin your phone and void the warranty if there is one. Don't mess with your phone, because he uses all these micro tools, and he's been doing it for so long. He can do it in his sleep, and it's 1, 2, 3 done.
Wow.
But
and
then
he's
again,
located at Northgate too, Northgate Mall.
At the Northgate Mall too. This gift card is $50. How much will it cost you for this $50 gift card?
$25.
$25. And it's worth $50. Plus, he has accessories too, and phones and pads. So you can use this gift card not just to repair your phone, but to buy accessories and pads and other items in the store. But I implore you, do not try to do it yourself. But then again, I don't change my own oil either. Why bother? For $20 or $30, why take an hour to get greasy? You're under the car. If you don't put the brake on, the car's going to roll over you and kill you. And then you got all this oil falling on you. Then you got to take out, then you got to remove the, what's that called? The oil filter. And all that's going to be gumped up all over. And then you got to dispose of it properly, because if you don't, you get a $10,000 fine from the EPA. Even though it's natural, oil comes from the ground. Dopey EPA. We still have the EPA. They haven't been abolished yet.
No.
They're going to fine you $10,000 for putting what came from the ground back in the ground. The best thing is just go get your oil changed somewhere.
I'd rather do it myself.
Well, no. Get your phone fixed by these guys. Why do it yourself? It's just a waste of time. All right, so $50, $25, you get a $50 gift certificate. It's not a coupon where you have to spend money to take advantage of a discount. All right. Let's do some of your little ditties here, Chrissy, from Chrissy's Treasures on Facebook. It's Chrissy's Treasures.
Yes.
Okay. And I love some of these pieces. To see these pieces, even though you're listening to this on the radio, this is kind of like QVC, right?
It is.
Our home shopping club, but we're doing this on the radio. It's kind of a unique concept. You've heard of swap and shops.
Yes.
This
I
is
like
not a
listening
swap and
to
shop. This is the chance where you have the opportunity to take advantage of what our clients have. And the only way you can get in on these deals is if they're our clients.
Mhm.
Not anybody can just walk in and say, hey, put this on the radio. Not going to work.
Right.
You already have to be one of our clients. And this is an extra added bonus for clients and for you. We're trying to bring you guys together. Like, as we promote Cell Surgeon, we want you to use Cell Surgeon for all of your cell needs, not just to buy that $50 gift card for
Right.
$25. The same thing with Chrissy's Treasures. And these are all handmade. I can tell you this, about a month and a half ago, I was in the hospital for one reason or another, not me, but for somebody. And they had this little program where they wanted adults to, make a necklace or a bead or something for somebody. And I tried, and in 5 minutes, I threw the stuff. I don't have the patience. And I looked at them, and I know what you make. I'm like, how do you do that? I took it and threw it. I'm like, this is the most, it's supposed to be relaxing. When you sit there.
It is relaxing. It's frustrating at times, but I like it.
Well, I almost strangled the person that gave me the beads and come over here. Let me see if this fits around your neck. What do you think you're doing to me? I don't have time to do beads. And it looks stupid. Yours look beautiful. How do you do that?
I just come up with a design and go from there. This is a wire necklace. It clasps with a little ball. It's made out of glass, shiny beads, and it has a little turtle. And I'm
That's so
selling that
cute.
for
Let me put that up to the
$40.
camera a little more here. Here we go. $40. That's half off, because this is half off
Yes.
at hotnewstalkradio.com, hotnewstalkradio.com at 1240. Also, you know what I keep forgetting to mention, which I shouldn't? You can also pick us up on your portable device if you go to TuneIn Radio.
Yes.
That's TuneIn Radio, and type in Hot News Talk Radio in the search. And if you do that, voila, guess what? We come up streaming. The other cool thing about when you go to hotnewstalkradio.com, we automatically come up streaming with the audio. There's nothing you have to push, and you can minimize it to hear some of our fantastic shows like I Miss Laura Ingram. A Digital Drive with Russell's coming up at noon. Does all tech talk. Of course, David Toulis, in-depth reporting on everything, especially local information between 1 and 3. We're the home of Sean Hannity, the only live local news on the radio for 1 full hour, 5 to 6 with the news director, Russell. And then Tex, you can cowboy up with him at 6, more of Sean. And then, of course, everyone loves Coast to Coast AM overnight, Ground Zero, 10 to 1, talking about aliens, abductions, and conspiracy theories.
Actually, that's pretty interesting.
All that I love. The only conspiracy theory that kind of bugs me is people not thinking we went to the moon. I mean, come on. And it's always, it's always, some guy that's in like a single wide that's 90 years old with about 45 cats. It's going, yeah, we got proof here that the government covered that up. We never did go to the moon. We didn't do it. See that flag waving there? There's no wind on the moon. And you see those shadows? And they cover this retard. Of course we've gone to the moon, bozo. There's overwhelming evidence to support it. I think Buzz Aldrin one time punched someone in the face when they came up to him. He was the second man on the moon. Armstrong was the first. And he said, well, you really didn't go to the moon. He went, boom, knocked him out. I'm like, yeah, go, Buzz.
Wow.
What was the first word spoken when the lem, the eagle, landed on the moon? Does anybody know?
No.
I should give something away if somebody knows that.
I've been told this, but I wasn't paying attention.
What can we give away? Russell, what can we give away if somebody knows that? I want to give something away. If somebody knows the answer to that question, we'll do a little trivia here.
What's up?
You're not even paying attention.
I'm editing audio.
Get out of my studio.
I'm working. Sorry.
Oh, you're working. That's okay. Sorry, then. I didn't know you were working. I thought you were playing video games. I don't know. We'll do something. We'll give you something. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure something out. If you can answer this question. What were the first words spoken from the moon when the eagle landed on the moon. The very first word. And the Eagle was the lunar module that actually landed. Neil Armstrong put it down. But by the way, manually, because the computer overloaded. He was
Is it
amazing.
something like Take a Leap for Mankind?
Nope, that's not it. Well, actually, when he did say, but this wasn't the first word spoken from the moon. He did say when he stepped off the LEM, this is one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. It was misquoted. It says one small step for man. Big difference between one small step for a man and one small step for man. But there was VHF interference. There was static, which cut out the word or the A. But he corrected it. But in the history books, it still says one small step for man. It's not. It's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. Now, that's got to be worth something that I just imparted that knowledge that the government institutions of lower learning, known as the public schools and the private schools, didn't teach you. So there you go. And we have, look at this beautiful thing at half off. We're at half off. To get there, you have to go to hotnewstalkradio.com and click half off. This is what, Chrissy?
This is an 8-pack of Febreze cinnamon sugar, the scented oil that you stick in your little compartment.
These little suckers are normally expensive.
Yes, they are.
$24 for that, right?
Mhm.
I want to go way down here. And while I do that, let's talk about more of your jewelry. On Facebook, you have to go to Chrissy's Treasures to check this out. She's debuting in a week, but this is a real cool piece here.
This is a skull necklace. It's pink and black skulls with white and clear balls between each one of them. And I'm selling that for $25.
You and your balls. Every piece you make, you've got balls. You do have balls, by the way. Let me see this. Just want to show this. These are actually little skulls.
They are.
I'm going to put this up to the camera. Oh, to see us, real easy. Once again, everything from hotnewstalkradio.com. Go to that website. And then from there, you can click on YouTube Live because we stream live on YouTube. Ooh,
Yep.
It's exciting, though. Here we go. Here's one of them. You can see the face.
They're hot pink and black.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
All right. How much is that?
$25.
$25. That is half off. Guest host is Chrissy from Chrissy's Treasures, one of our newest entrepreneurs. How about that little pink? I like that little pink ditty over there.
This one?
Let's see. Yeah, show that one. That is
This
really
is a little nice, I would say a little beachy, springy type necklace.
Can I wear that?
I love it.
Let me see. Can you put that on me? I mean, it's kind of girly, but it's kind of cool too.
I think it fits you perfect.
Look at that. I got a choker collar finally.
Oh, that looks
put
very
it
nice.
on me. Like, clasp it to me.
Oh, you want to clasp it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It might break.
You keep this on, I may be for gay marriage soon.
Yeah, 'cause- there you go.
There we go. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Yep.
Is that
Better.
flowers?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's like Hawaiian, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm on the beach.
That's what
There
I'm
you go.
thinking.
All right. How much?
Beachy. $25.
$25.
Yep.
What about these pants here? They're brand new.
$10. They come in all sizes, medium, large, extra large.
You're
navy
joking,
blue.
right?
No.
$10?
Yes.
I can get brand new pants for $10?
Yes, you can.
Wow. These are work pants, aren't they?
They
All
are.
right. You can check it out. You have to go to almost the bottom of the page and scroll up. And to do that, you want to go to hotnewstalkradio.com and click half off. Half off everything. I want to go back up again to the top and talk about our featured item today, which happens to be, voila.
A 1999 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's nice. 4-door red.
Yeah, my 2000 Jeep has 268,000 miles on it and it's
Wow.
still running. I will not ever, ever, ever get rid of that. They just run and run and run and run. I've owned 4 or 5 Jeep Grand Cherokees and Laredos. To me, they're the best vehicles ever. And that's why I wanted to feature this because the look is timeless. I'll be honest with you. I don't like the look of the new Jeep Grand Cherokees. They look like little European cars. But the older models, they are cool as can be.
I like the older.
How much room's in there?
A lot.
I mean, you can fit anything in there and on top because there's a luggage rack.
Yeah.
And then if you just want to go out by yourself or do some laundry or throw the kids in, it still looks cool
Mhm.
for a man or a woman. It's just a cool looking vehicle. It's a 4-wheel drive.
Mhm.
How can you beat it?
4-door and leather interior too.
Right. That's from Automax. That's Automax. This Jeep Grand Cherokee, anywhere else, what's it going to cost you? About $7,000 anywhere else. What about here?
$3,500.
$3,500. Now, that doesn't mean you have to pull out $3,500 because if you go to Automax at 5817 Highway 58 Harrison, You're going to leave there with that car if you want it. But he has other cars on the lot. That one happens to be my favorite because I'm just a Jeep guy. There's a nice Beamer there for like, man, if you're in the sticks and Beamer, like $12,000.
I'd rather have a Jeep.
I know you would.
Yeah.
Lots of different financial options there. He works with a lot of financial institutions. So with a little money down, you're going to drive away with a car. He told me, he says, no one will leave this lot if they want a vehicle without a vehicle. I'm going to find a way to get them financed if they don't have all the money. But there you go. From AutoMax of Chattanooga, 5817 Highway 58. The number is 643-2886, 643-2886. You talk to, if Louie's not there, they'll give you a cell phone. Say hi to Louie. Make sure you told him we tell you to call to get that fantastic deal, okay? That you heard it on the radio and said, Louie, $3,500. I don't want to spend $4,000 that's listed. I don't want to spend, the initial $4,500. I want a great deal. I want great interest rates, and I want that $3,500 deal that they're talking about at Hot News Talk Radio. What is this little deal here?
This is a nice waterproof watch, and it sells for
$10.
$10.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's a nice watch.
If you're into pool, this is kind of cool. You want to look cool playing pool? Pool sticks and case. How much?
$50.
Whoa.
That's a nice buy.
Let's go down to, I like these camo pants. What do you think of these camo pants, Russell? You were telling me you have a pair of these.
Yeah, I do. I was in Civil Air Patrol for a long time, and they gave me a pair for those.
You were in CAP?
Yeah.
You actually got fingerprinted?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
You really agreed to get fingerprinted?
Well,
I'm most shocked about that.
Yeah, I was about 12, so.
Oh, were you? Okay. So you're not in CAP anymore?
Oh, no, heck no.
It's a good organization, auxiliary of the Air Force, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it used to be. Not anymore.
I was actually going to work with CAP.
Really?
With, flying my little airplanes and help them out. But, well, you've got to be fingerprinted, and we've got to do background checks, and we got to check your underwear. And we've got, stop. Just stop. Run my name in there. If I'm not a convicted felon, let me help you guys out. Well, no, because it's auxiliary of the Air Force, and we've got. Can you imagine during the Revolutionary War when 12-year-old kids took up guns to kill those stinky British, those redcoats, those slimy, limey guys? They're not limeys. That's what they limeys. Yeah, British lobsterbacks, whatever they are. But and they still have a king and queen, which is beyond me.
Well, they're gonna have more.
What good is the king and queen? What do they do? What do they do? What do the kings and queens do? Why do you need them?
Figurehead.
What do you need a figurehead for? What? You know what you do with heads? You chop them off and eat them. That's what I do with fish heads. Chop them off. I eat scrapple. You know what scrapple is? It's every part of the pig. Cut its head off, cut its body, put it in the blender, make a patty of it, you fry it. That's what you do with kings and queens. How good's a king and queen? What do they do for you? What do they do? Can I sell? I'd sell one on this show if I had the opportunity. Half off.
Crown Jewels, half off.
God, I'd love to make one of those my slave. I'd love to make the Queen of England my slave for just a day.
Okay, I have work to do.
I really would. That's on my bucket list. Oh, well, I'm the Queen of. I'm a blue blood Queen of England. Will you please get me a glass of milk? My servant, my serf. That's the difference between Americans. We didn't put up with that baloney. We don't want kings and queens, nor do we need them. And we didn't need permission from the federal government to overthrow them. We, the people, are the government. We were the government. You're like, you're in my territory. You're on my farm. Get off or I'm going to shoot you. And that's how the Revolutionary War started. I don't know how I digressed the Revolutionary War because we're on half off of everything here.
I think the camouflage pants started.
The camouflage pants did it at hotnewstalkradio.com. But I must finish my thought since we're talking about this. Is that everyone believes, and I'm from Philadelphia, and I researched this and I lived it, I can tell you this, that a group of guys just showed up in Philly one day and said, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. For the blah, blah, blah. No, that's not how it happened. What happened was the inhabitants of Pennsylvania were being slaughtered by the Indians, and the British weren't protecting them. They're being wiped out. So the people of Pennsylvania said, we are going to overthrow these British. We are killing them now. We're going to kill more of them. And if you, Congress in Philadelphia, don't represent us, we're going to kill you and take over the government. So you have a choice. You either create a Declaration of Independence and be with us to rid ourselves of this cancer called the British throne in America, or we're going to kill you and take over the government and do it ourselves. Because politicians are politicians. And the politician said, okay, well, I guess we better do that then. We need to have a declaration, and we need to. But in defense of the founders, they did sign their death warrant when they signed that Declaration of Independence. However, they really had no choice because the people were at their wits' end, like the people are today with government, at their wits' end. This is half off, believe it or not. Yes, it is, which means everything. You know me, man. I could be talking about anything in 5 minutes. What am I going to be talking about? What am I going to be talking about? Politics, right?
Oh, yes.
So I do the best I can. I figured this choker would help a little bit. Everything is half off, at least.
I think it looks nice
Do
on
you?
you. Yeah.
Really? I think I look kind of.
Yeah.
I think it makes me look like a homo. You don't think? You don't think so? Okay.
Now you need a pair of flip-flops.
All right. So this, yeah, no flip flop. We had that discussion yesterday.
Yes, we did.
I'm sorry. When I become dictator, there's certain things I'm going to ban. That is, guys are not allowed to wear pink shirts.
I love pink shirts on guys.
Sorry. Guys are not allowed to wear flip flops.
Flip-flops are okay.
They're not allowed to wear gaiters
Nah, I don't know about that.
or white socks.
Nothing wrong with white socks.
There you go. There you go. That's it. That would be my only condition.
So what would you wear at the beach?
Nothing.
Like what kind of shoes?
No shoes.
No flip-flops?
No, I would be caught dead in flip flops.
Oh, my.
Are you kidding me? Guys, I think it's so goofy in flip flops.
No.
All right. That says, how much is this? This is $10, right? for this?
$10, and they're anywhere from medium to extra large.
Yeah. What we're doing here is we are helping you save money. And the program is called Half Off Everything. Everything. At least half off.
Mhm.
Some is even more than that.
Nice price.
Some are
too.
even more than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Our next item is
You have a toolbox for $12. It's an 18-inch toolbox with a tray.
normally $24. And let's go to la da 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 da. These mailboxes are very expensive. The retail price on them. These are mailboxes that you either can nail to the side of your house or on a pole. And they
They'll- yep.
retail for what, $20, $30, $40? What's our price?
Around $20, $30. No, we're selling them for $10 a piece.
There's only two left.
Yes.
Only two left. Chrissy from Chrissy's Treasures is my co-host today. Her site debuts next week on Facebook. You can check it out at.
Chrissy's Treasures.
That was your cue. Okay. And what other items do you have for us on YouTube, where we're streaming live now worldwide? All over the world, we're streaming now live if you have a smart TV, a smartphone, or whatever. So there you go. How cool is that? And what is this item?
This is a wrap bracelet, and it's multicolored beads. And that one's $20.
Okay. Is that one bracelet? That
That's
whole
one
thing?
bracelet. It's a wrap bracelet.
Really? That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right. What else do you have?
Here's another wrap bracelet, little dice. I'm selling that one for $15.
I get it. Let me put. Oh, this is really cool. Dice one. So if you're a gambler, if you play like, if you go to Vegas, or let's say you play the lottery, you can put it on your wrist like this. This will bring you good luck. I've been told by a psychic that I'm making this up, but this would a salesman liar would say, this will bring you good luck. So this is called a wrap.
A wrap bracelet.
So, like, if you wear this, do you have to do hip hop, hippity the hippity the hip hip hop?
Yep,
you don't stop
you do.
rocking to the bang bang boogie, sit up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogity beat.
Yep.
See, what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. You see me, my friend.
Oh,
What?
please.
Oh, it's a rap bracelet. It makes me want to rap when I got it on. What? Isn't that cool?
I just wanted to see what it looked like.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
I like it. I'd wear it gambling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Russell may buy it. How much is it?
15.
15
It'd look
bucks.
cute, Russell, on you.
Here, let's see.
For you, 14.
It goes well with my arm hair.
It actually
It
does look
does.
good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You want it? I'll buy it for you.
Okay.
It's yours. I'm buying it
And
for
you
you.
have a little red heart dangly.
Well, that's
this
kinda-
is perfect. I'll wear it to Atlantic City.
You really want it?
Yeah.
I'll buy it for him. Go ahead, take it.
All right.
It's yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, there you go. Don't say I never gave you anything.
Yeah, really.
Don't talk about the HIV, though, please. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be as straight as I can. I really am. This is so hard. Okay. What else do we have for sale at half off
This
here?
is a water filter made by Culligan, and it's for $7.
Isn't that the one he goes, Culligan man?
Yes.
Culligan man. Normally $15. It's $7. $7 make you holler. This item I like. We only have, I think, one or two more of these left. And by the way, just listen. I know we call radio a passive medium, which means that it's the only medium that requires nothing of you. When you're reading a newspaper, it requires you to look at it, turn the pages, a magazine, television. They all require something of you. Radio requires nothing. All you have to do is turn the radio on and listen.
Right.
So it's a passive medium. But there is one thing I'd like you to do for us, since we do a lot for you, the listener. You know, giving you all this great programming except for this. And that is, tell a friend about it. Right now, just call your friend and say there's a new show on the radio a couple of days a week called Half Off Everything. And they want to save you, and they are saving you a lot of money, a lot of unique items. You can see these items if you go to hotnewstalkradio.com and click Half Off. All right?
Okay.
And if you want to hear about these items, just don't even go to the website or go. We'll describe it to you. Like this $20 Jordache carry-on bag. This thing's worth 40, 50, 60 bucks at least. It's real Jordache. It's not a knockoff. Brand new. How much?
$20. That's a
$20
nice bag too.
That is a very nice bag.
Mhm.
Now, for you folk that watch us on YouTube, because we used to be on Ustream, YouTube live, the video, because we are streaming video. You must think I have no other shirts but this one, because every time I come on the air, I wear my Philadelphia shirt. This is my good luck shirt.
Nice shirt.
So that's why I wear it. So every time you see me, I'm going to be wearing this shirt. I promise you it'll be washed at least once a week, Chrissy.
I'm going
as
to
you
make sure I'm
co-host.
standing away from you.
Okay, it'll be washed at least once a week.
Yeah.
800-8949, 800-8949. If you have any questions about our products on Half Off, we are, for you, giving you half off and more on these items. I'll tell you another thing. Let me tell you another thing here. That if there's something you want that you don't see, why don't you email us at hotnewstalkradio@gmail.com. hotnewstalkradio@gmail.com, and we'll do our very best to get it to you at half off. And no joke, we'll do that. But right now, we want you, if you're at work, if you're at home, if you're in a car, okay, not if you're in a car. I don't want you to really get in an
Have an
accident,
accident.
but even though I do, don't do it.
Yeah, don't
Don't go to
text
the
and drive.
website. But when you get at home, go get to your house or get home. Go to hotnewstalkradio.com and click half off to see these fantastic deals. We also have, you were real excited about this, right?
Those are some nice boots. They're leather boots, sizes 7.5 to 9.5 for $20. And I would say those probably run around $50, $60.
And they're brand new boots.
Yes, they are.
And you can check that out at hotnewstalkradio.com and go to half off. Hotnewstalkradio.com and go to half off. Our featured item today, before we get to this Samsonite luggage, is a beautiful, I love this Jeep.
I do too.
It's a Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. How much is that?
$3,500.
That would, anywhere else, that'd be a $7,000 vehicle. $3,500. And that, of course, is offered by
Auto Max of Chattanooga.
5817 Highway 58 in Harrison. Their phone number is 643-2886, 643-2886. When you go to Hot News Talk Radio and you click half off and you scroll about 10% down on the page, you'll see a little ditty right below the vehicle, and it says PDF. If you click on that, it'll take you directly to the website and give you all the information
Nice.
and all the pertinent details. You want to see me do this? Watch
Yeah, I
this
do.
here. Add this, and I click on either the P. Doesn't matter, either one. And watch what happens. It's magic. Well, it's already up, but it comes up to that screen. Oh, there it is. I created two more screens. I don't want to do that. Let me get rid of that. You see how it comes right up?
Yeah, that's nice.
That cool?
That is.
All right. I'm not just a pretty face here, you know? All right.
With a nice pink necklace wrapped around it.
With a nice pink necklace. All right, let's go down to more fantastic deals at half off. You go to hotnewstalkradio.com, click half off. Say that fast 3 times. $25 Samsonite luggage. How much would this be new?
Probably $50, $60.
50 or 60 bucks.
Maybe more than that.
And here it's $25. We only have a few more of these left, maybe 10 of these left. And you said, what is that? Well, people still have RCA cables. They're that little connector you plug in where you see red, green, and yellow, I believe.
Yes.
So you have right channel, left channel, and video. These are video cables, but they're RF resistant, which means they're shielded. So they're nice and thick. And guess what?
What?
24 karat gold coated.
Wow.
So I bet you the gold, I'm just guessing that the gold and the connectors are probably worth more than what the value of this. We're selling this for $5.
$5.
Is it $5?
It
Yeah,
is.
these were initially like $20, $30, knocked down to 10. They're like $5, and they're called HD2 cables. HD2 cables, and they're $5. And there's only a few of these left, and you can get it at Hot News Talk Radio when you click half off everything. I think only a couple of these hats are left now.
Those are nice hats.
What are they?
$5.
And what are they?
They're ball caps or any kind of hats. Orange County choppers. You have one that says CIA.
I think I'm going to get that one.
I like the Orange County choppers.
I think there may be one CIA left. That's kind of cool since
Might be.
I'm a fan of the CIA. So I think I'll go with the CIA. But there's an Orange County choppers
That's
cap
a nice
available.
hat.
It's really cool. It's black, Orange County and orange, and choppers in red. And only a few of those left. And they're only $5 each right now. Hot News Talk Radio. You want to click half off everything. To buy these items, first of all, you have to be a Hamilton County resident. This is not offered nationally or internationally. This is exclusively for you because we're a Hamilton County radio station. So we want to bring this to you. We want these great deals just for you in Hamilton County. So what you would do is either come pick them up at the radio station, at the client, or if you're deciding you want a gift certificate from, let's say, Cell Surgeon or Jet's Pizza, we'll send that to you because it's just a gift certificate. And they are in denominations of $25 and $50. And literally you're saving 50% on those deals. So you can't beat that with a stick. Hot News Talk Radio, hotnewstalkradio.com is the site you want to go to. On the radio, it's 1240 a.m. On the internet, hotnewstalkradio.com will get you streaming instantly. And then if you want to listen to us on your smart device, you go to TuneIn Radio. I would recommend this app anyway because this is just beyond cool. This
That's a nice
TuneIn,
app.
isn't it? You can listen to radio stations all over the country, all over the world. Not just radio stations, scanners. This is just one of the greatest apps I've ever seen. And it's like the old days of your transistor radio times a million because you're getting all the other stations from all over the world. And I'm not recommending you don't listen to us and go to other stations.
Right.
However, that feature is there. But if you do want to hear us on your portable device, you go to TuneIn Radio, you download that app, and then you search for, what did we search for? Hot News Talk Radio. And you'll find it, and you click, and boom, we're right there. Right now, this is half off everything. For a few more minutes, we have a lot of items to get to. You can save 50% off. To buy these items, you go to hotnewstalkradio.com, click half off everything, scroll to the bottom of the page. You can give all your pertinent information, secure that device now, secure that item now, or if it's still available when you get there, you can purchase it at one of our clients or pick it up here at the radio station. We're going to make it so simple for you, right, Russ? Hotnewstalkradio.com. Russell's coming up at noon with Digital Drive. Do you have anything interesting planned for today? You always do.
I do actually. Excuse me. The American Freedom Act was actually just passed, which is the one that was supposed to be throttling NSA spying, and it's definitely not going to do that. So we're going to be talking about how it's not going to be doing that on Digital Drive today at 12.
Okay, what's the deal with that? Just give me a little teaser.
Okay, quick rundown. It was passed as a bill that was supposed to be throttling what the Patriot Act supposedly authorized.
Right.
And so they passed it because people were duped into thinking that it was actually going to fix anything. Well, it hasn't actually. All it did was throttle NSA metadata collection, which is outdated anyway. So it's just outdated something that they're probably not going to be using much longer anyway.
So you're telling me the politicians are lying again then?
Yeah, actually, surprisingly enough, yeah.
Do you know how long the Patriot Act was on the books?
No.
They tried to get that implemented after the bombing in Oklahoma City. It's been on the books since the 80s.
Since 93 then.
Yeah.
Was an OKC happen.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think it was later than 93.
Oh, was it?
I think it was, I'm pretty sure. But this has been on the books forever. The Patriot Act just didn't appear. This was another takeover of the Republic. You know, the original takeover happened with Abraham Lincoln when he murdered Southerners
Right.
under the guise of slavery, which was one big lie. But when they wanted to inseminate the South with northern poison, their northern semen, I hate to put it any other way, but that's exactly what they did. And they murdered a bunch of Southerners. And now the Southerners are going, we don't remember the Civil War. Abraham, we have pictures of him now. No, they killed you. They came down to kill you. And that's what they did. They murdered 500,000 Southerners. That's slime ball. And he imposed the first income tax.
Yeah.
And then after that comes the Federal Reserve banking system. So we can point times in history when our great republic has been poisoned by the North. And well, he's from Illinois. And part of that poison is the Patriot Act.
No,
You know, it came with Lincoln, you know, his income tax, the Federal Reserve banking system, the Social Security Act. We can go on and on and on and on and on. And now we have the so-called Patriot Act, and now we have Homeland Security. Everything to make sure that your will is broken down and imposed on by federal tyrants. That's what it comes down to.
It really is, yeah.
And now we see Amtrak, right? We see Amtrak, who, and Christy and I were talking about this morning, where, you know, my belief has never changed with Amtrak. They should get no funding, zero funding. Why in the world would I have to pay for your ride on the train because you're afraid to fly an airplane from New York to Washington, or you want a cheaper rate? Why should I subsidize your rear end sitting on that train? Are you subsidizing that car rider that has to pay car insurance and make their car payments? No. Then why should we have to subsidize your ride on the train?
Wait, so Amtrak is actually a public thing?
It may as well be owned by the federal government. It's totally subsidized by the feds.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Oh, yeah. It's total socialism.
I thought it was like CARTA. You know?
Well, why do you think it went off the track? It's run by government.
Well, that's a little bit harsh.
I mean, come on. It's run by the government. Is any surprise it went off the track? Everybody's perplexed. There's that NBC newscaster, you know, they canned Williams for lying. We're over Philadelphia in our helicopter. And, yeah, the train's off the track because it was doing double the speed because the bureaucrat driving it probably fell asleep. I don't know.
Brian Williams at NBC, by the way.
Didn't I say that?
No, you said Ken.
Oh, whatever.
I got to fact check you. I'm
Who
news
cares?
director.
Ken, Brian, Jacob, they're all the same. Does it make a difference?
Well,
Plug one in, plug another in. You think these guys get paid $20 million a year because they're good? They get paid $20 million a year because they know how to keep their mouths shut.
if people got paid for being good, I'd be much richer than
Can
I
you
am now.
imagine if Brian Williams went on the air, if he's still there, go, and the top news tonight at NBC is the Federal Reserve banking system. They've never been audited, and it's suspected that they've stolen trillions of dollars from the American people. He'll never say that. Ever.
No, that's not newsworthy. What is newsworthy?
That's not that it's not newsworthy. He's part of the whole system. That's why if they're paying him $20 million a year to keep his trap shut.
Well, let me tell you something that is newsworthy is Deflategate. You hear about the footballs?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You know what? Is there real people concerned about a football being deflated?
Big deal, right?
Anybody that really cares about that, they should have their brain deflated. They
Oh,
probably already do. Come on. They really, come on. Oh, it's the football game. Who cares about sports? Anybody really care about sports?
I don't.
What a big waste of time.
I'm too nerdy for that, man.
Is that living vicariously through someone because, you know, you're a nerd? I mean, what? I don't get it. I'm so perplexed at the idea that someone would even show up at a basketball game, let alone watch it.
Well, I support my friends. You know, my friends play basketball, and I go to their games.
I would
but-
never have a friend that played sports.
Oh, that would
That would be
half
one of my
fun.
criteria. You play sports, you're not going to be my friend. Get away from me.
He's a cool guy, though.
No one's cool to play. No, get away from me because you're going to be talking about, you know what? And I try to be, we'll get back to our deals in a second here. I try to be kind about this when somebody talks about, how about, can you believe the game? I just go, can you believe he did that? And that's all you have to say.
Yeah.
That's all you have. You don't have to know anything about sports, but somebody that's into it, just, can you believe that happened at the game? Yeah. I mean, he should, and they'll just go on about it.
It's like the professional wrestler, you know, the announcers for professional
I
wrestling.
love professional wrestling.
Oh, so do I, but he
So
jumps
that's
in the
not
air.
sports. That's an exhibition.
That's true.
You know, and you get that there. That's a totally different arena there.
Oh, you're preaching to the choir. I love me some WWE.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and what's the other sport where they kick each other?
UFC,
Love that, man.
MMA.
Yeah, that's
into
not
that.
that's not like football. We got all this padding and
Oh, I know. Well, I'm into that, man. I do that.
what padding?
No, not padding. That's the thing. We beat the crap out of each other, and that's it.
Oh, I'm just thinking that if we had a reality camera on in your house, you'd be wearing a bunch of padding.
I'm wearing a padded shirt right now.
Mom puts padding on you when you get home and walk in your room.
Well, when I went prom,
So you don't bang your head against the wall. Hurt yourself. I had a rough day at work today, Mom.
need my padded cell. That's what I go home to.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
My mom holds me hostage. I can't.
Hell, you've got a Lionel watch. I mean, come on.
I'll-
You actually have one of those watches?
yeah, my
I
grandfather.
thought I was geeky.
It was a gift
You're
from my
super
grandfather.
geek.
He is now dead, by
Oh,
the
I'm
way.
sorry. I'm sorry. It's a beautiful thing.
It's
It really is. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. This is the watch we're talking about that we're selling for half off. You have one.
I do. I
So
own
your
it.
grandfather dumped probably 40 or 50 bucks into this thing.
Oh yeah,
He must really like you.
yeah. Well, he did. Yeah,
I mean, if you're a Christian, you believe he's still there.
yeah. Of course,
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Grandpa's listening. Everything is looking down on you.
Yeah, my grandpa was a Yankee like you too. He was from Pennsylvania.
Really? Which
Yeah.
part?
He was from the Erie region.
Okay,
Pennsylvania.
that's all right.
His dad was a coal miner up there too. But
Okay.
anyway, I will let you get back to it. You have fun with your half off stuff. And
All
I
right.
got to do show prep.
We're almost out of time here too. All right, we have what Russell was just talking about is this watch that we have for half off, and this watch is a collectible train watch from Lionel. The train actually goes around the track. It actually really is cool, Russell, because I'm going to get one of them, and it whistles, right, Chris?
It does. It makes sound.
And how much is this? I got to go up.
$19.
19 bucks. And that is absolutely half off. Oh, by the way, Russell, before we get on with the show here and finish up our half off, it's amazing to me that every one of these Democratic politicians, and I don't particularly like Republicans because they turned into a bunch of liberals, but these Democratic politicians are out of control. I mean, talk about sleazy. Well, I don't think it was 24 hours before they're asking more money for Amtrak. Before they even looked at the evidence, and the evidence, it looks like the train was traveling twice as fast as it should have and had nothing to do with the condition of the track.
Well, can I tell you a headline I read about that?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, this headline. First thing I saw, like 25 minutes after the train wreck happened, crumbling infrastructure to blame for Amtrak crash. Immediately, like, we need more money.
And this is what gets me about, and Republicans do it, but particularly Democrats in office, talk about the sleaziest people in the world. And I could say at 57 proudly, I've never voted for a Democrat in my life, ever. And these people that say, I vote for the man, not the party. Shut up. Shut up. Vote for the man, not vote for a Democrat who believes in killing babies late term. Every Democratic senator voted to have late term abortion with the thumbs up. And to fund it. They'll take every opportunity they can with a tragedy to steal more money and control your life. Every single opportunity. And my question is, what's the difference between saying, we need a little more money for Amtrak so some big fat rich fat cat can drive his rear end on a plane, or not on a plane, on a train from New York to Washington because he's too scared or too cheap to fly an airplane. We got to subsidize him. And you're going to do it using the IRS and a cop to come arrest me because I don't give you money, you creep? Why isn't every Democrat politician in jail? That's my question. For sedition and treason. And what's the difference between stealing my money for your social engineering or some thug on the street putting a gun in my belly and stealing my money? What's the difference? That's right. There is no difference. You know what makes me happy?
What?
Great deals.
The pink necklace?
Yes. So let's get to some great deals because we're almost out of time. Because you can't stop talking politics, young lady.
No, I can't.
All right. All right. Our next item on half off. And by the way, to get to half off, you need to go to hotnewstalkradio.com and go to half off now. And what's interesting too is because you hear the kind of radio station we are. We don't play any games. We don't mince words. We're saying what you think, but you don't want to talk about for one reason or another. And that's the great thing about Hot News Talk Radio, this radio station. We don't pretend to be something we're not.
Right.
But what we are is a radio station that cares about you, cares about your money, cares about your family, cares about one-on-one relationships. And to bring that forward, our belief is monetarily, you need to save money. That as far as your pocketbook is concerned, you're probably like everybody else stretched at the end of the month. So if this helps you out, helps the client out, helps us out, it's a win-win-win. See the commercial with the guys laying under the rock? And he goes, this is a win-win-win. And then all of a sudden the alien comes out and squirts them with green slime. He goes, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I've seen that one, yes.
I love that spot. All right. Our next item up happens to be what, Chrissy?
This is a electric staple nail gun.
And that is how much?
That is $10.
$10. That'll cost you how much?
Well, around $20, $30.
$20, $30. Beautiful thing here. To check out these deals, hotnewstalkradio.com. Click half off now. Let's go down to I wanted to see this here. Here it is. This vest that if you're on the job, perfect thing, brand new.
$10.
And what kind of vest is this?
It is a fluorescent reflective vest.
It's orange with
Yes.
reflective tape.
It's nice.
This is kind of cool. This is cheap for a polisher, cleaner, rubber, dressing, white clean, car wash.
Mhm.
It's 5 bottles
Mhm.
in its own case. Retails for $40. How much are we selling it for?
$14 today.
$14. Boy, you can't beat that with
No.
a stick. And you're wondering because you just tuned in, how do I take advantage of these deals? How do I take advantage of these deals? How do I take advantage of these deals? Shh, calm down. Go to hotnewstalkradio.com. Go to half off everything. And you can check out everything we have for sale, all of our deals. Bottom of the page, you can put in all your information and buy it now. You can pick it up at the radio station, at the merchant, or if you're buying one of the coupons like from Jet's Pizza or Cell Surgeon, we'll send it out to you. Some of these items are very, very limited, though. If you're looking for something that you're not seeing, email us at hotnewstalkradio.com. We'll talk to one of our clients and do our very best to get it to you. This, to me, is an amazing deal. I'm just going to say, before we talk about what it is, let's talk about the price.
$30.
What can you get for $30?
A nice leather
No.
jacket.
What can you get for $30?
Mm,
Beside that,
not much.
you can get nice jewelry
Yeah.
that you make.
Yeah.
You can,
Probably fill your tank up.
not in the van,
Not in the van, but
That's
in
gonna
a
cost you
small
60.
car.
small car, maybe fill your tank up.
Mm.
What can you get here for $30?
A black leather jacket.
Brand new
Mhm.
black leather jacket.
Come in different sizes, and I think there's about 4 or 5 different styles.
And this is like Easy Rider. This is so cool. This is beyond cool. It's not a Harley jacket
No.
where you're 60 years old trying to look 25. But you can wear this at 60 or 80 or 20 or
Yes.
15. It's just one of those cool Easy
Mhm.
Rider jackets, right?
It is.
You have to see the movie and you'll know what I'm talking about.
I'll have to watch that.
Absolutely.
Easy Rider.
Easy Rider. Get these deals. You want to go to hotnewstalkradio.com. Click half off now, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our featured deal today happens to be a vehicle. And that vehicle is, Chrissy?
A 1999 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo.
$3,500. You don't need that much up front.
Nice
Everyone walks out, rides out with a car at Automax of Chattanooga, 5817 Highway 58. That phone number is 643-2886. AutomaxChat.com is the website. If you want to see that vehicle, other vehicles too, you go to our website, hotnewstalkradio.com, click half off everything.
Nice vehicle.
I want to get to your other items because we only have a couple of minutes left. What else do you have?
I have another wrap bracelet. This is blue and teal beads for $30.
Ooh,
I've got them in several colors: green, pink, blue, red.
cool. All right, what else do we have here? We've got about a minute left.
This is pretty neat. This is a necklace made from different color shells. Got a little cowboy boot on it. I'm selling that for $45.
Ooh, okay. Another good deal.
Yeah.
All right, what else do we have?
Here's a green necklace. It's got looks like some green stone with green beads, and that's going for $35.
And to get these deals, go to Facebook and go to Chrissy's
Chrissy's
Treasures.
Treasures.
And your website is going to be debuting next week, and the web address is? What's your web address?
Chrissy'sTreasures.com.
All right. And that's going to debut. When do you think? What day next week?
One day by the end of next week.
End of next week. Great. Well, we had a happy time here today at Hot News Talk Radio. WSDT, Sunny Daisy, Chattanooga. Join us tomorrow at 11 o'clock for some more great deals. CBS Radio News is next. Thank you, Chrissy, for being our guest host. And then Digital Driver at Russa at Hot News Talk Radio.
CBS News. I'm Steve Kathan. Investigators want to talk to the engineer of the Amtrak train that derailed Tuesday night in Philadelphia. They know Brandon Bastian applied the emergency brake just before cars jumped the tracks at 106 miles an hour. His attorney, Robert Goggin, tells ABC's Good Morning America.
The police department requested a